Okay. We gotta start YouTube. Ambient lighting and mute mute Twitter. Okay, that's better. Wow. All right, baby's asleep. Good to be back. What do we got here? Let's make sure we get the size right. That looks okay. All right, we got to try these warm-up functions. So, oh, yeah, let's log into AWS. Oh my God, it has been a minute. What is streaming? SSO, open and fill. Oh yeah, sorry, let me grab the tab, drop it over here. Okay, little MFA time. Oh, we gotta do the tweet too. Oopsies, did it? Was I not typing? Okay. Oh, it's good to be back. Okay. Oh, Kojak, thanks for the resub. Welcome back. Good to see you. Let's fire off the tweet. I think I got your resub in there. Thanks, man. Okay. We need the alarm emoji, as one does. Red light. What is it? Red. It's red something. Is it light? Yeah, there we go. Siren light. Yeah. Please call it cars revolving light. Okay, how do I tweet? It's good to be back. Okay, so what's the plan? What's the plan? So, okay, I want to try out the Lambda Warmer stuff. I want to see if there's any reason to use it now in this time. Oh wow, is my audio really loud? Yeah. Let's bring that down a little bit. Okay. Trying to decide if there's any reason to use Lambda Warmers in 2025. I think the goal of this is going to be create, maybe, should we do two functions or like this could get really complex really quickly. I think what I want to do is I want to try to maybe do two things. Create one function with a warmer, one function without, have it do the same thing. And we can play with things like how long it takes to cold start, how long it takes to run for a given request, right? Like adjust those settings. And then what I want to do is actually like benchmark that against like a simulated load. And I'm thinking we could do something like, you know, a certain number of requests per second, and then we would use something like artillery. I think there's actually a few different good CLI testing tools we could use, but something that would run a varying distribution of requests over a time period. And I think the idea there is I don't want to get stuck in a place where we like either just blast like 10 concurrent requests right away at the function, but I also don't want to like perfectly spread them out, because I think once you do that, you get into a situation where like where you're going to have incorrect data, or like, you know, you're going to skew the results, obviously, right? So I'm not sure. I think that's going to be the most contentious part. And the real wild card, of course, is like if we let this run for a day, what do we see in terms of things like proactive initialization? Like when does that pipeline take over? When do they start warming up stuff? So I think that's what this is going to take probably more than a few streams, and especially we'll see how long the baby cooperates. But let's get started. Let's we'll do a baseline API. We'll do a Node.js function. We'll do like Node 20. Don't need any of this. And then we need to give it like, yeah, let's just do hello is fine. Oopsies. Wow, I haven't written code in a long time. Yeah, this is right, Copilot, you did it. Boom, 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 boom. Kojak show key, no. Oh no, my show key. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we have some. We need some delay. Do we want to do? We'll probably want to use ES module so we can use like a top level await. So it's gonna be, yeah, we want to MV. Is it default async? Oh, I forgot all my ESM. Oopsies. Serverless DD, serverless demo. I know I have one. Export async function, not export default. Okay. Dude, Bertrand, it is a skill issue. I haven't written any software in so long. Yo, Sinner, hey, Nixa. Wow, everyone's just jumping in. Your kid is asleep. Dude, yo, I was so lucky. I was so lucky. And my wife let me sleep. She woke up like normal, you know, like the baby was waking up, even though she woke up the normal time the baby would have. And then checked the monitor, went back to sleep, and she let me sleep. So this is pretty cool. I also, over Black Friday, I picked up Elgato's prompter, so I get to look at chat and talk to you at the same time. I've been writing the draft script for this too. And I think it'll be good with the prompter. Sinner, I'm gonna have to handle. How am I gonna handle having a kid if my number one biggest pet peeve is being woken up? It's brutal. That is the hardest part about having a kid for sure. I don't know. It's not impressive, Bertrand. You're right. My child at almost 6 months old, not impressive. Hey Shrew, welcome to chat. Make a baby. That's a good sleep. That's what I did. Yeah, that's the play, right? Just have a kid that sleeps great. Obviously. I had to put her in the bassinet though because her crib's in my office. This is why. Okay, so this is why there's been almost no streams lately, is because her crib isn't here. But I was like, I really want to stream this thing today. I want to play around with the prompter, so I'll put her down back in the bassinet. She still fits. It's like, but she definitely was like upset to go backwards. Yeah, I'm really blessed that Datadog gives us so much time off. Yeah, 3 months off has been awesome. And I'm off until like early January, I think. They did ask me to go back for reInvent, so async function delay milliseconds equal, and then we need some. Oh, actually no, with you one line it, you don't need brackets, do you? Oh no, you do need brackets. Copilot should really just be able to do this. Like, it's 2024, almost 2025. You bought a TV for the first time in 8 years. You should install Twitch on your Roku TV and then watch me, obviously. What is it? Yeah, export async function hello and then event. What is this completing about? Oh, right. You don't want stabby arrows. Duh. And this should be async. Yeah. Delay is declared never used. Does Switch have an app? So it did. There's like an unofficial one for Roku that still works. Not Heroku, Roku, R-O-K-U. It's a popular smart TV like software in the US. Today I saw designs for our AI additions that are definitely making it to prod. It's not just convenient timing for the fun. 41% of venture capital in the US went to AI startups this year. 40. I read that stat. I wish I had the actual like tweet still. I need to start bookmarking stuff I spew on stream. That's nuts. 41%. That's so much money. Like you have to just, if you're an early stage startup, you have to be something about AI, even if you are like a little ChatGPT wrapper on one side. The only people that had a good exit and didn't build AI in 2024 was Warpstream, which I have to plug my video because the numbers are horrible. I think it's a thumbnail. I got to make a new thumbnail. But y'all check this out if you haven't seen it. I'll plug it in chat, which reminds me I have to find a new place for this. I'm afraid if I put your stream on my TV, it'll get a screen burn. It will get a screen burn, but it'll be for my beautiful face. All right. Serverless function warmed up. Okay. Function is live. Okay. So what are we going to do? We have to check. So I'm just debating, should I just plug Datadog into this? The only thing is I think it's a little tricky to ignore the warm-up events for Datadog. But that should be, oh, actually, no, let's just try this. Okay. Oh, wait, delay. And let's just add like what's a good warm-up? Like a 3-second cold start's pretty painful, right? Let's do like let's do like a 2-second warm-up. 2-second cold start. This is like the people that are running, you know, crazy GraphQL shit in their Lambda functions. Okay. And then we'll say it also takes, oh wait, delay, another 2 seconds to run the first request. Let's just get this working. I need to set up some kind of network-wide screen share that works between phone, TV, etc. on some port. I keep thinking I want to do that, but that's such a pain in the ass to get all this stuff to work and then to like fix it when it goes wrong again. I don't want to, you know, I don't think I watch anything on my phone ever. Oh, that's changing now because I'm holding the baby, so I end up like watching a bit of a YouTube video or something if I'm whatever. So sometimes she gets fussy and just wants to be held. So much Node.js. Oh, right. Update that stack. No poop streams. No. You don't have time with a kid. you gotta go fast, man. The chat feature of this stream, or the prompter, is really neat. I think they did a good job. I just have so much shit hanging off my desk now, like DSLR, cam link, all that stuff. Okay. Oh, let's actually add a URL. Forgot to do that. My bad, y'all. Little function URL here. Oh yeah, can someone catch me up on what happened on Prime Stream? I was trying to follow, like, I guess he was using Devin and making him do like the Ape Strong Together meme or something. 2 seconds. Hey Sergantor, thanks for joining. 2 seconds. Normal delay. Okay, that's fair. Ape code for bananums. All right, I'm lost. I don't know what happened. Okay. I'm delighted to report that even after not using Vim for a while, I can still use Vim motions. Oh, that didn't work. It didn't delay at all. Did I not await it? Chat. He turned Devin into an ape and tried to get it to start smoking. Has anyone actually used Devin like successfully? I think I saw some link to a PR that Dax wrote that was like implementing something for their 2FA. Oh. Only use Devin to push to main. It's really slow. Vim learning curve is very... Yeah, the Vim learning curve is over-exaggerated. You pick it up and you keep it. Do I need the return? Is that really what I'm missing? Copilot, did you lie to me? No, you shouldn't. It's in... Oh! You may once we switch. So it's just like having a... Yeah, the colleague is like, I need a smoke break. If Prime got Devin to take smoke breaks, I think that would be pretty awesome. I almost said epic. Why did I say epic? It's not like 2008. Yo, RIP AWS App Runner. I wish they actually did something with it. Another remake goes by that did nothing. It started singing Phil Collins. Okay. There we go. We did have to return. All right, let's double check that actually worked, and then we can start adding stuff to it. It started saying Phil Collins. Okay, what do we have this baseline API. Oh, I should name this better. Make it easier to find these. Okay, duration 2 seconds. Init duration 2. Okay, so that worked. So that worked fine. Delayed 2 seconds and then delayed to return. So this is simulating like, yeah, some horrible GraphQL endpoint I know you all are using. I can't believe people still use GraphQL. It's not for me, man. Okay, that works. Let's we gotta add Datadog. Oh no, app dot. Get some metrics. Please answer a recapture. Oh, I'm a robot. Be good. API keys. Copy key. Boom. Boom. You'll never find it. I've never blown an API key on this stream today. I'm sure some people in chat remember when I dropped like 6 or 7 API keys in one day. Yet. Thanks, Kojak. Control R for me. Okay, install some Datadog. And then we need the warmup plugin. Boom, boom, boom. Chill Hop's doing well. I don't know why grabbing that node module took so long. Custom Datadog API key envdd API. You're close, but no cigar. Oh, what did we check? Oh, yeah, we did node 24 runtime. Okay, glad we did that. Okay, I'm gonna check on the baby super quick. Enjoy this CloudFormation deploy. Kojak, you're in charge. Oh no. Oh no. Hey chat. Hey Nacho. It's going well. I may have just wrecked the nap. Going in there to check on her. So I grabbed the harness. We'll give her another minute. Hopefully she goes back to sleep. I like snuck over to the bassinet, and I just like kind of leaned over, and her head just goes straight up like this. Oh, no. Hey Marcos, great to see you. Streaming on a Tuesday. Yeah, I know. I'm on paternity leave, and the baby's asleep for now. So enjoy the distraction. We're gonna figure out if Lambda Warmers are useful. Okay. Should still have a wicked long cold start. That's good. We just gotta make sure we get some data. Good. Okay. Infrastructure. No. Yeah, I know how to do this. Chat is not shown in the stream. Oh, you're right. I broke that. Oh my God. Hey, Danielle. Thanks for joining. How did I break chat? How did I? Why is this not showing up? Oh no. Only thinking about his video views. No, my views are horrible. The only thing we use warmers for is off log, and everyone else can wait. All right, Kojak, I want to see. All right, Marcos, great seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. Let me see if I can fix why this is not working. Oh my God. I just have like this line through OBS right now. It says it's 3,700 pixels wide. Why is this happening? Okay. I may just have to add a new one. D-Squeal for the win. Oh yeah, definitely D-Squeal. Hey, House Gaming. Thanks for stopping by. Definitely D-Squeal. Okay, I broke Stream Parrot. Hold on, everyone, hang on. Okay, is that working? $900 by $800, okay. Oh, it does not seem to be working. Oh, there we go. Hey, Melky, you made it. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I had to fix a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's just... Actually, that's fine. All right, we did it, chat. You should be able to see yourselves again. I'm so sorry I took that away from you. I don't know why that other one isn't working, but okay. Yeah, I don't have the AWS integration, so we have to wait until it flushes some data. Yep, there we go. Okay, boom, we got an invocation. That all works. Yeah, I'm A House Gaming. The answer to that is I'm really excited about D-Squeal. I have worked with that team for a couple of months on it. They have been working really, really hard. I've been like trying it out, giving them feedback, mostly around some of like the features and the performance, but it's a really, really impressive piece of software. I don't think you're gonna miss things like foreign key constraints, if I'm honest. I don't really, for a lot of the large scale, if you need an active replicated, strongly consistent, linearizable database, then you probably aren't using foreign keys. That's the answer, because like that's the first thing you're going to give up when you have a performance on a table, or like a couple of tables. That's the answer. Exactly. Why would I need foreign key constraints if I don't have any rows? You have no users, you don't need them. Oh no, sorry, I wrecked the size of this. Let's try that. Is that better? Okay. Yo, AM. Dude, he's back. What's up? My stream buddy. When are we streaming again? January. Melky, D-Squeal. Okay, great question. D-Squeal and Aurora are very different in that the existing Aurora, okay, Jan 9th, I will be there. I think I put it on my calendar. If not, I will. The current Aurora is still sort of self-managed. You don't pay, you pay in like units that you kind of read or write, and then you do have to manage, like if you want like multi region, you have to like build that yourself. Yeah, you can do Aurora serverless, so that does actually scale to 0 now. That was recent. The cold starts are still like 15 seconds though, which is kind of painful. Versus the cold starts, I think I posted screenshots, like the cold starts for D-Squeal are like a couple 100 milliseconds, maybe 100 milliseconds. And that's for like a multi-region deployment. And then what else don't you get? There was a big one that I forgot that makes it obvious. Why am I blanking on this? Oh, baby's up. Hold on. Yeah. All right, chat, we got to extend the nap here because she did not sleep long enough. Oh, that's it. Sinner, VPCs. VPCs is the big one. So the biggest thing is you need, we got to strap up, boys. The biggest thing is you need a VPC for Aurora serverless, and you don't need one at all for D-Squeal, because auth is all handled by IAM. It's not handled by the actual connection string, which is a big win because no VPC means no, like there's a little bit more of a cold start, but that's not even the biggest thing. The biggest thing is like you want to run a migration. Now you need like a Fargate task or something inside of that VPC that you can like run. It was one of the complaints of WebDev Cody that was talked about. Maybe I'll pull up the tweet and we can talk about it. One sec, grabbing baby. My baby. Okay, chat, I don't know what happened, but somebody took my baby girl and replaced her with a kid. Like, I don't even believe how that happened. Yep, we're strapped now. Whew, here we go. Okay. You need to go back to sleep. You did not sleep long enough. Yeah, I got enough space. It doesn't look like it, but I got vertical separation, as we say in the skydiving community. Okay, sick. What do we got? Cool. We have tracing. What does our trace say? It should be a long ass delay. Yeah, okay, good. Perfect. Okay. So chat, that's exactly what we thought, right? We've like a 2-second cold start. We load all of our code. Let's look. A lot of this, almost all of this will be Datadog. Yeah, so we do the Datadog stuff. And then we sit, right? Because we just are waiting and waiting and waiting for those 2 seconds. And then we run. And then we wait for 2 seconds. Great, okay. Yeah, no VPC and much faster cold start. Hi. Are you looking up? Kiddo. That's the biggest thing. So no VPC. Which you still may have for like a large enough function. Hi. You gotta go back to sleep, baby girl. You did not sleep long enough. House gaming, Python Snapstart. I'm kind of against it. I'm gonna do a video about it. The biggest thing, yo, AM, good to see you again. The biggest thing about Snapstart for Python is that it's build. So it costs you about $5 per function per month now. I think, sorry, 4. The PM, Sridhar, was like, well, it's less than the cost of a Big Mac, which is true. Maybe in an expensive place like Seattle or Boston. All right, baby. Oh, you made my child, AM. You're a close second, of course. I don't know if she likes this. I don't know if she likes streaming. Dang, I'm stoked. This all just worked. This worked really easily. So, not trying to push. No, Melky, I hadn't had a soda, nothing impure in this, nothing unholy in this body until I became a dad, and then I became a dad, and now I'm just like, I'm on the Diet Coke train. It just happened. It was immediate. Hey. It was immediate. Otherwise, yeah, I was not a big soda drinker at all. Never really drank any. I smoke a pack a day. I've never smoked a cigarette. I think I tried to smoke a cigar once and puked. Oh, Sir Cantor, this is what we're talking about. We're gonna test a warmer today and see if it's actually worthwhile to even do that. The need for snap start's a little different, especially for Java, because those cold starts could be like 20, 30 seconds. And provision concurrency, actually, the biggest thing about provision concurrency, I think, is more about you save money on compute. So if you have a really busy function, it can be cheaper. All right, Melky, go back to work. Hi, Smiley girl. Are you bored? All right, we'll give you another few minutes, and then we can bring the toys out. Okay, this worked great. Now we have to. Oh yeah, we should rename. First off, SLS destroy. Remove. Yeah, and then we got to rename it. Okay. What do we call this? CD serverless warmup? Is it warmup? Yeah, when when Melky has questions, I bring him answers for his work stuff. Hi, you are just all smiles. You for a baby girl who blew through her wake window by an hour, you're really happy right now, which you shouldn't be. Kind of surprised. Not the last one. The last one you're just sharing. I won't look. Oh, I've Discord. Oh, you meant like last time. I don't really look at Discord when I stream. It's too much information. All right, what do we got here? We need to make their warm. How good is Spanner? Hey, Pravan. I think they do very similarly. They're very similar in kind of how they can compete. But I don't. I'm sure that there's edge cases. Like if you look, there's like a ton of stuff that dsqueal doesn't do for Postgres. Like it doesn't do views, it doesn't do sort procedures, it doesn't do foreign key constraints. I'm not sure if Spanner does those or not. You like Chill Hop, baby? We did 92,000 minutes of Chill Hop last year, chat. It's mostly because I listen to the same playlist when I work. US East 1 is fine. Now we need to copy this handler. Oh yeah, we need to rename it. MJS. Okay. We need to call this boom, 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 boom. Hey, you're all smiles right now. Whoa. Whoa. Hi, baby. Okay, now we have to export this into this shell too. Okay, did that. What are we calling these? Warm up. That's fine. That's good enough. And then, oh yeah, we need to install the actual warm up plugin. This is one of the oldest plugins ever. I think it's nearly 10 years old. Serverless plugin warm up. Boom, boom, boom. Smiley. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then we need custom Datadog API key. ENV, oopsies. All right, serverless warmup plugin time. Let's get this bad boy. How do we configure this bad boy? Does it solve cold starts? Chat, let's find out. It looks like it does it every 5 minutes. You're all giggles right now. It's so goofy. I know you didn't nap long enough. Are you smiling at me because you know you didn't nap long enough? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go grab a toy. Want to play any toys? Okay. Whoa, go. Okay. Glad I have a cardioid mic and you don't have to hear the sound of that toy. Okay. This should just work. Just give it a rip, right? Oh, oopsies. All right. So now we have two of the same function, which should be a good start. Come on, CloudFormation. I think 37% of this this stream is just waiting for CloudFormation. Why do I have scroll bars here? That's so weird. Never noticed that. Pravan, there's a bunch, like basically anytime you want a relational database in Lambda, you should use DSQL. That's the answer. So if you want to write an app with Postgres, you should just use DSQL unless you have a reason not to. Because like you don't need a VPC, it scales to 0. The pricing is allegedly going to be exceedingly competitive, and there's a bunch of other things that are nice about it. So, you know, it'll grow with you. You'll never have to think about it. That's the whole idea. The whole promise is like you'll never have to think about it. Okay. Yo, Neutrino, thanks for the sub. Yeah, exactly. The new DB salt, it does all the connection pooling. Like that's one of the big things is like now Aurora Serverless does that too. You have like an HTTP API, but the benefit I think with yeah, hey Neutrino, thanks. Welcome to chat. Thanks for the sub. The big benefit for DSQL is that you're not going to end up like having to use a different like a different SDK because it'll just use straight up the Postgres's like TCP connection. So that's one of the big like advantages there. HTTP APIs aren't bad though, and like you can, you know, lots of like companies use them and have them and offer them. So, but you get all the benefits of like an HTTP API without having to use it. So they run all these connection pools. They basically run PG bouncer for you. They scale all those automatically. So you can have, you know, 10,000 lambdas. I think that actually the limit out of the box is 1,000. They did say they would raise mine to 10K just to test. So like it's already, you know, which is pretty substantial, like unless you have really long queries. Okay, that worked. Do we get a an invoke from the warmer? We've had one. So it's every 5 minutes. We should see it. Yeah, just the one. I mean, it should be still like 4 seconds of total time. Yeah, right. Okay, good. Ooh, Green Bay colors. Hell yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, sweet. So we have 2 identical functions. They're taking the same amount of time to run and process. One is going to have the warm up, which is sick. Okay, that should be okay. And then now we need to generate load. How do I want to do that? We could use the local benchmarker thing. We could use another Lambda function to do it. Maybe that would be better. Then I don't have to worry about this thing. Turn the sound off on the baby toy. That was getting to me too much. Too many things happening at once. I think another Lambda function would work best for this. So we have the cold start benchmarker, right? We could repurpose this. The only thing is, I think it's just making like one request, and we need to like do like a Lambda kind of Lambda artillery. Is Lambda artillery an option? Oh, I forgot this is a whole thing. Doug is everywhere. If you write serverless code, you're going to see this guy's face on everything. I used to work with him at Serverless Inc. He's great. Okay, what do we have? You can okay. What does it actually do? It just makes a bunch of parallel requests, right? We should just be able to do that. Just like push promise on all. So I think here's what I'm thinking. We're going to do some well, what I wanted to do is do a certain amount of requests per second and then like sleep for a minute, right? I think that's the fairest way, because we could there's like maybe 3 ways we could do it. We could exhaust all my AWS credit to just blast, say 20 requests per second for a month. That's one option. We could instead compress that and say like, okay, you're going to get, 20 requests per second, but do it for like the period of a couple of minutes. But what would be the fairest way to measure this? I think like over the course of an hour, have a couple of periods where you have like multiple requests per second and then maybe 1 or 2. That might be the way to do it. Not sure. What sounds fair here? Because like the proof is in the pudding. This is obviously the hard part of this exercise, is like trying to come up with a clear enough benchmark that can be generally applicable. And I don't know if we will. Like there may not just be an answer for that at all. Oh, she's rolled over. Of course. Oh, but she's got her toy. Okay. So I think the ultimate test of this is just going to be like mapping your workload onto this kind of a test. Mm-hmm. All right, what are we doing here? Wow, we're still Shoryukening JavaScript. Nice. I think we can just do this with Axios and then blast some data at it. That might be the way, Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, did we get another? Okay, that's what we were waiting for, chat. Did we get an invoke? No, not yet. What's going on here? Why did we not get? Did that not work? No, it looks fine. Did something not go right with that plugin? An event rule that just pings a function instead of having a separate lambda. I mean, yeah, this is You can self-invoke too. It's like in this case, I think it's one function that invokes the other. But you can just self-invoke. That's totally like a cron rule that just invokes the function once, and then it like in the code you just detect to see like, okay, is this the warm up? What a weird kid. All the toys in the world, and she wants to play with like the little sheep. Yeah, and that's totally fine. Like, and I think that's where this would maybe get a little bit more compelling, right? Because you could do like, you know, if event.type equals like invoke, you know, whatever, warm up, then you just like skip all this stuff. But I still think like my whole idea here is like you still have to initialize something. So like this stuff out of the handler, like especially if you have like a connection to a database, for example, that would be like a big difference. Like, or that would be a big similarity. It maybe wouldn't have to process a request or anything though. I want to know how the warm up function did it though, because it doesn't look like it's working. Yeah, I think there's just been, yeah, Datadog didn't miss it. There was only one. What about the function? Lambda? No, it has no other triggers. What? What did this thing do? Oh, did I have to enable it? Did I miss that? Oh, maybe I have to enable it. Oh, it's under events? Oh no, warm up enable, okay. I assumed it would be on by default. Is that it? Uh-oh. Oh my god, what did I do wrong? Skill issue on the warm-up function. Custom, okay, it's under custom, that's it, okay. Easy to fix. How bad of an idea, Neutrino, to store SQLite shards on S3 and have cloud function run queries against it? Not bad at all. That's totally fine. Yeah. You're gonna want to cache it, and okay, so Neutrino, here's the thing. Did you watch my last video? This will actually like be helpful. This company called WarpStream did this for Kafka, but the only way they make it work to be cheaper is if you combine a bunch of data, if that makes sense. And I'll show you. I'll share it with you. You don't have to watch it now, but you definitely want to watch it because it addresses a lot of these. The biggest thing, the difference between like a file system or a like elastic block storage, EBS, and S3 is that you're gonna get charged for reading and writing an object, not necessarily like a megabyte. So you still get charged for storage and transfer, but like you want to pack as much into those objects and then fetch them as little as possible, if that makes sense. So what WarpStream did was run Kafka on top of it, and then they have these little agents that that run in your infrastructure, and they will do compaction on S3 over the course of like seconds, minutes, and hours. And that way, when you pull a data, you get it at like the maximal packing efficiency. The problem with SQLite shards is that your access patterns are probably misaligned to the underlying data store that you are going to be using. So you'll probably end up fetching like a bunch of little shards, which is going to be, you know, a bunch of little S3 requests, which is going to add up really, really quickly. So if you can, the real question is, the biggest question is like, are you using SQLite more like S3, right? Like, are you going to fetch a giant chunk of data and then filter on it, or is each shard going to contain like part of a query? And that's where that's where you're into trouble. And I think this is why Terso, like this is why I think many people are rebuilding or rewriting, S3 on top of, SQLite on top of S3, because it needs like fundamental changes to both like the query planner and like the index and storage engine before it could be like cost effective. What are you doing, baby? Are we trying to learn to crawl? Yeah, that's what we're doing. It's gonna be hard when she learns to crawl. Okay, serverless. We gotta rip this out and put that in, and then fix the indentation because it's YAML of course. Try that. There we go. What? You really have to do both of these? Terso does not use SQL Web, uses libsql. Oh yeah. The Terso guy used to work Datadog. Glauber? Yeah. Hi, baby. Big smiles. I guess she got enough sleep. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you can do that. Kind of my thinking there is more along the lines of you need some way, the best way, if you're going to build an S3, the best thing you need, or the most important thing you need to do is either tolerate read latency. So like think about like a snapshot isolation read, right? Where you're going to read the state of the database as it was when you started some query or some, transaction. Increasing that latency is painful if you have transactions that are going to affect a lot of those rows. However, if you can avoid reading from S3, either reading it from in memory, or like an in-memory cache, or reading all of what you need for the transaction from S3, that's like optimal. So your data nodes need to either cache a lot of data and then buffer them and then flush as a write, or and probably likely do the same thing on a read. And that's where it gets expensive, because like you risk recreating something like Elasticsearch where like your write and read path are scaling constraints are the same. They're on the same box, right? So like Elasticsearch for the longest time had like just data nodes, and they would do reads and writes. And as a result, you just have to do like roll out giant RX or R4XLs all over the place. But what you could do to like, because like the modern data systems are all about separating compute and storage, right? So like you need to scale compute for writes and scale compute for reads, and that those need to be independently scalable while also your storage being scalable. And that's like really what DSQL does, right? Is they run those in Firecracker. It's a cluster. They only communicate when they need to, and then from there they each of those units are independently scalable. It's just like a lot of work to do. Oh no, she's moved off of the pad. Hey! You wanna face this thing? Why don't you face this thing? Alright, let's see if this warm-up thing is working. We should have a warm-up invoke by now, I would think. No warm-up invoke? Not yet. Or are we delayed? What's going on here? We should flush at the end. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Writing a database is something everyone should do once and then never again. Unless you really, really, really want to. Like, if you sell that database and make a bunch of money on it. But I don't think that's the way, if I'm being honest. Did it add it? It doesn't seem like it added it. It's got a function version, a log group. Okay, so it's spun down now. This shut off, which makes sense. So wouldn't the warmer should kick up after 5 minutes? Did it not add it? What? Oh my God. What did I do wrong? Custom warmup enabled must be an object. Must be an object. Really? The config here is just the worst. Doesn't look like it needs to be an object. Custom warmup enabled true. This looks fine. Is that not right? It's identical. No, it's the same. Warmup : new line. Enabled true. What did I do wrong? Is it? Oh, I wonder if the README docs are outdated. It shouldn't be, because every time they do a release. Oh, you name it. Oh my god, okay. So it needs to be a function name. Is it under custom? Wait, what? Warm up? Well, okay, so custom, warm up, the name of the function enabled true. Okay, fine. We'll just call it warmer. And then the actual in the function too needs to be an object? Warm up default enabled what? I don't understand this. Why is this different? Literally, yeah. This is totally different from the config. That's why I freaked out. Default. Okay. Let's try that. Nope. Every warmer should be declared in the custom. It is there. Custom warm up warmer. It's right there. Oh, is it called default? Is that the issue? Oh yeah, okay. So we need to call, okay. Got it. Warmer. Creating warmer to warm up one. Creating warmer to warm up one function. Wow. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, baby. She's nearly crawling. Chat, we are in trouble. Come on, cloud formation. Oh, is this gonna get into that crash that we're getting into? No, it should be okay. It just takes forever. All right, there we go. Okay, let's see if we get a warm up now. Do 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 do. Will we get a warm up? Is the function even there? Okay, we got warmers. Event rule schedule 1, 5 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Sweet. Is it gonna run? Come on, Warmer. All right, let's think about what we want this API to do. Maybe we run it locally. We can just write it. We can do it in Rust, and then it'll just blast requests. Yeah, because I guess I don't need to run it for like months, right? I need to run it like a day. I mean, we have. I don't know. I have both of these. I don't know why I can't just use them. We've got the cold start benchmarker. We can repurpose that a little bit because we don't need it to create a cold start. We don't need to update the environment variables. The point is to see how long it lasts. Neutrino, that's a good question. There are other benchmarking tools. We could use something like artillery. I think there's a few. Hey, thanks for that. I bumped that switch. Oh my God. I don't want it to, basically I want it to, I want a warmer, or I want a benchmarking system that will allow me to configure like the distribution of requests over a time period. I think there's a couple, there's like CLI, you know. I've heard about that one. Oh, this is a collection. Drill, I think I've heard of. Hey, yeah. This person's Rickles. Yeah. Number of requests to run, number of workers to run concurrently, rate limit in queries per second. See, this is great, but I don't think it allows me to play with the distribution over like a minute. It's just like a little Go program, right? Yeah, I mean, we could just build it. Maybe this is the way to test it. Yeah, this might be the fastest way to test it in Trino. Let's try it. Let's try Hey. Yeah, baby. Auto updating homebrew. Well, chat, that's the end of the stream. Okay, which Hey? Is it the same one? It is, okay. 200 requests. Okay, so let's just try this. Here's our system under test. Hey, and then we want, okay, 200 is fine. Number of workers, 50 is fine. Rate limit is, no rate limit is fine. Should we just do that? No rate limit, just see what we get. Hey, boom. Blap. Okay. Okay. Look at that histogram. This is the one that's warmed up. Okay, so good that we confirmed no rate limits. Richard, hey, sorry, I wasn't paying chat. AM, hey, paying attention. How are you streaming everywhere at the same time? I use an OBS plugin called Multiple Outputs. It looks like this. It's this little one right here. So it just lets me add targets. I mean, I made it small. I could make it bigger, but I don't want to make your job too easy. Okay, so that looked good. Now let's try the same one here. Oh, you're in Chicago? What brought you to Chicago? Last time I checked, Chi-Town was the hood, but the rappers don't live there. They live in Hollywood. Oh, you're seeing AM's people. Okay. Chat. I know on this terminal right here, this is the unwarmed baseline. Total 14.8 seconds. Slowest was 5.9. Fastest was 2. Average 3.15. 13 requests per second. The warmed up function, 14.8, so 700 milliseconds slower, with an average of 3.147, which is a little slower. And this is my point, chat. Like the distribution here, we actually came a little bit lower, a little bit faster in the non-warmed function versus the warmed function. My point, I don't think warmers are really that useful. So I think that's why, right? Like, in effect, it gave us like one warm function. We sent a 200 request. We can tweak it, right? We can maybe say, give me 50 warm functions. But the most important thing to do is to focus on your own cold starts. All right, hey is pretty cool. That'll work for us. Boom, boom. Should we see how many cold starts we had? Thank you, Jana Dugan, for that. Kashmir Pulaski. Pulaski's a city in Wisconsin. Hi, baby. Okay. Let's see what we got. Metrics. Oh, actually, yeah. I think it should show us cold starts here. There we go. 200 invocations. How many cold starts were there? How many cold starts did we get? 35 cold starts on the baseline. And with the warm-up API. 21. So we had a couple less cold starts. But it didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, did it? Going AFK. Okay. Yeah, right on Neutrino. Let's give this another few minutes and we'll rerun it. I wonder if I didn't have a warmer pulled up. Well, we had to have, right? Because like 21. Oh, wait. What's up, baby? I wonder how many of these were proactive initializations. I think, do we generate the insight for that? I don't remember. Boom, 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 boom. No, that was a real cold start. Okay. We had to convince product before launch that cold. I mean, yeah, you can see like the metrics are virtually the same because like you still have to have a bunch of cold starts and that's just gonna skew them. Like they don't necessarily prevent them. What's going on over here? What's going on over here? Look at those histograms, baby. Yeah, let these filter down a little bit more, and then we'll take a look. Give us more time between test runs. Then I want to make sure I have an actual warm one too, or at least some. I'm not signed out. Richard, I would like to see the baby. Oh, this kid's getting big. You want to say hi? Hello. No, let's not wreck your life with twitch.tv yet. Hey. All right, wait. All right. No, that's just requests. Those are just requests. Yeah. I think so. She's gonna be yelling PogChamp at the dinner table before you know it. No, she will not. I think what I want to do, hey works. That worked nicely, but I kind of want to run that regularly. And what's the best way to do that? I think we need to like deploy something like hey into a Lambda function, basically. Spin up like a worker pool. We could do it in Go. That's pretty simple. Oh, it's also noon. I need some lunch. I need some food. What do we do? I think maybe we put in a Lambda function. Maybe that's the path. We put in a Lambda function and we run it like every hour or so and just blast it with traffic. And I wonder if we get a different result in the histogram. Although this is cool, like from the client side, but we'd have to, like, we'd probably just emit a metric to Datadog to make that work. Super neat though. Boom. Okay, what do we get? Oh, even faster this time. The baseline API was 9 seconds. 21 requests per second. And yeah, the warm-up API was slower again, 17 requests per second. There you go. Super quick test. We should adjust the warmer though, right? Like, what is a default warm-up? It's got to have some number, right? For how many to warm up. Oh no, this is... Concurrency 1, is that it? What is concurrency defined as? Okay, concurrency, yeah. So let's tweak that. That's probably not a fair test. Bum bum bum. Concurrency 10. Wow, I do really like the prompter. That's nice. The only thing is I can't see my monitor from my camera. I just need more. I gotta just stack more stuff. They also, Elgato sent a free Keylight Mini, which is a cool little piece of tech. Cause like now when I'm shooting handheld, I can just carry this bad boy. Like it'll stick right on top of the actual camera when I'm walking around with it. Which is really sweet. It's a decent little light. I don't think the Wi-Fi stuff is like, I struggle all the time with the Wi-Fi stuff in the Keylight though. So that's not really for me, but this is nice. Let's make sure we have at least some of these warmed up. Hey kid. All right, 1844. Oh, look, okay. This is my point exactly. This is a proactive initialized function. Like Lambda did this, not us. There's note that there's no cold start here. Are you just gonna be making TikToks about Lambda by harassing people at the grocery store? Yeah, I should. I'll like walk around and just blind them and then ask them about their cold starts. No. This okay. So this is what I wanted to get at. We deploy that function. We got a proactively initialized function. So I don't think in a world where Lambda actually warms functions for you, I don't really think warmers make sense, because if you watch after deploy, like boom, it's live now. You know. Like, it's going to be the same thing if we do this. Okay, come on, deploy. We're trying to prove a point over here, CloudWatch. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Do you mean a Frosty? Oh no, we want warm up baseline dev. All right, so watch when this deploy finishes. The deploy is done. Are we gonna get a new function? Oh, maybe not. Oh, did the deploy finish a little bit ago? No, that was 3 minutes ago. All right, so we didn't catch a proactive initialization here. That's fine. Another 200 requests. Blowing through my free tier this month. Okay, what do we get? All 200, yay. So this is the warmed up function. 13.8 seconds, 14 requests per second. Okay, a little longer here. Very similar requests per second though. Very close. 13.8 versus 14.5. So yeah, 200 milliseconds difference. No, sorry. 700 millisecond difference. Yeah, move the tail out a little bit. But it's crazy. We had some real long ones on the on this guy. Like a 7-second cold start. That's wild. Because we only delayed for like 200-300 milliseconds. Or it should be 400 milliseconds per request. Just burning. This is just giving money to Lambda, but it's their own money. I'm giving it back. All right. Presumably the warmers worked. But we also got some like proactively initialized function here too. So wait, did that not? Let's see if that works if we, because these were all, I should have at least one new timestamp here, and I don't see that because it's, yeah, we should have like a 1720 something here for the baseline. It wouldn't make sense that these are all like, yeah, here's a proactive init right here. That one never even served a request. That one served one request. This never served a request. All right, we'll see what happens when we deploy this. Okay. Okay, do we get another log group? Is this, am I wrong here? What's going on? Should be the baseline, no warmer here. Why don't I have another log group? I should have another log group. Yes, baby. Okay. There we go. Okay, 1724. Okay, so here's another proactive init, right? Like it just warmed this one up for me. Never made a request for it. We just got it because of Lambda, not our warm up function. Like the Lambda the service gave that to us. Yeah, so here we go. Just because I did that deployment and then Lambda gave me a warmed them up for me, we had a 10-second run for the one with the Lambda warmer, the one we built. 10 seconds total with 19 requests per second versus 8 seconds on the baseline with 24.0 requests per second. So I'm still pretty, like, and that's with 10 concurrently warmed functions with the function warmer itself. Let's see, what do we got here? We should be able to look at some metrics and should be able to show you. So aws.lambda.enhance. Should we look at cold starts? What is it? Oh, it's just invocations. Hey, Nicola. Good to see ya. And this is, we want the baseline, the warm-up API, and then we want also the baseline. Oh, we don't want count, we want sum. Whoopsies. Look at the last like 30 minutes. Kids going nuts over here. So the baseline had 14 proactive inits, whereas the warmer only had 1. And we don't want a graph for this. We want like a bars. Yeah, there. The bars makes way more sense. Interesting. So it looked like we caught, without using, when we're not using the warmer, it looked like we got more proactive initializations. And when we are using the warmer, it looked like we got less. Cool. I gotta, what do we, so we need more data for sure. We gotta collect this, we gotta collect more data. Maybe we run hay every, hi, do you need some attention? Do you need some attention? Maybe we run hay every, what do you think, baby? Run it every like 20 minutes for the rest of the day on our laptop, and then see. The only thing is, getting the data out of hay is kind of a pain if we're going to run it at scale. What's up? Are you grumpy? Do you need your diaper checked? All right, chat, 1 second. Okay. Yo, Coachy. Hey, welcome. Bum, 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 bum. So okay, this is really interesting information, because we have on one test, we had 82 invocations that were cold starts, and then 269 that were not. And then on the other test, we had 68 that were cold starts, and then 130 that were not. So that's like a pretty big chunk of cold starts in the baseline. But then we did a deployment, and then they switched. Like, we had more cold starts here versus cold starts here. Actually, no, they did not switch. Hold on. But the histogram said it was slower, right? Yeah, 8.3. Oh, I think it's it's probably grouping like 2 test runs at the same time. That's probably not good data for me. I need to separate them out temporally. That's good information. Okay. So we should be able to run it now and just see what we get. That's the baseline. And we got to name these graphs. Wait, how do we... No, I want to name that part. I think I have to save it somewhere to do that. Ugh. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so the warmed up function ran in 11 seconds, 17 requests per second. Yeah, they're almost identical. The unwarmed baseline is almost the same. So I think there's a few things to check. The first would be this data would change if you had very, very fast running functions with very, very long cold starts. So I think maybe like a Java function or like .NET, which has pretty painful cold starts. Well, that all just got snap start. Are you bored? All right, baby's getting bored. So let's do a quick results tweet. We got to mark it up. This is our okay, and then oh no, that's shit, that's baseline. Oh no, that's not baseline. Yeah. Okay. That's a cool enough comparison, I think, for a little tweet. Let's craft it quick and then we can roll. Draft the tweet. There we go. Okay. Boom. Okay. How are you moving around so much? This is illegal. I don't know who took my baby and replaced it with a kid. You're supposed to be a little baby, but you're moving. You're moving a lot. We may have to postpone the tweet to off stream. What do you want to say? You want to say anything to anybody? What do you think about Lambda Warmers? Yeah. All right. Chad, I think we're gonna have to wrap it up here. Let me double check, make sure I didn't miss anybody on YouTube. Oh, Richard did. Miss Richard. He came in a Twitch chat. That's cool. Okay. All right. Well, I got to run, everybody. I had a really good time. Thanks for hanging out. It's good to be back. Appreciate it. And I'm going to do like probably a full YouTube video on this, talk about it, and hopefully maybe later today or tomorrow, come back live and talk a little bit more about the dimensions of this problem. Maybe we explore other paths. So that's it. Thanks so much for hanging out. Oh, is there anyone we should raid? Let's go find out. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I'm going to send you over to Tej. Mad respect. And thanks, everybody. Had a nice time. Boom, 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 boom. See you over in Tej's chat. Everyone go say hi.